John Walker has made his live-action debut in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier as the brand new Captain America, shocking the world in the process. However, there is precedence for this in the comics, as Walker was handed the mantle after Steve Rogers quit. How did he get there, and what did he do after? That is what we are here to explore as we spotlight John F. Walker.
Look, here's the thing. I'm not Tony Stark. I'm not Dr. Banner. Okay, I don't have the flashiest gadgets. I don't have super strength. But what I do have is guts.
John Walker was created in 1986 by Mark Gruenwald and Paul Neary, first appearing in Captain America number 323. Gruenwald said that he created John as someone who embodied patriotism in a way that Captain America didn't, a patriotic villain. Walker was born in the fictional town of Custer's Grove, Georgia, where he idolized his older brother Mike, who was a helicopter pilot that died in battle. John's parents also idolized Mike, and John enlisted in the military, trying to live up to his memory. However, he enlisted during peace times and was unable to become the hero that his brother was. It was here that John Walker would meet Lamar Hoskins, Jerome Johnson, and Hector Lennox. After being honorably discharged, the four were approached by the power broker, Curtis Jackson. Not that Curtis Jackson. Founder of Power Broker Incorporated. He gave John Walker powers, and Walker went on to compete in the Universal Class Wrestling Federation, which was filled with mainly people augmented by the power broker. Yes, the power broker was creating super-powered professional wrestlers. However, Walker wanted more. He wanted to be a hero. So his agent, Ethan Thurm, persuades him to do just that. Together, they secure financial backing, design a costume, and plan a strategy to reveal John as the corporate-sponsored superhero, Super Patriot. Super Patriot travels the nation, promoting his image through patriotic rallies and community service. Walker also incorporates his three friends into the rallies as the Bold Urban Commandos, or Buckies, who stage attacks on Walker to demonstrate his powers and abilities while making Captain America look bad. Super Patriot eventually comes into confrontation with Steve Rogers. Cap had a problem with Walker's staged interventions, fearing that they would put the people attending in danger of being hurt. Walker refuses to change his rallies, saying that the theatrics were justified and he is the nation's new symbol. Walker challenges Cap multiple times, and Steve finally relents, with the two fighting to a stalemate. Steve is the better fighter, and he gets in multiple hits on Walker, but Walker's stamina and superior strength kept him going. The fight ends after Walker gets a throwing star hit on Cap, and he declares himself victorious, with Cap telling him that the fight was a draw, complimenting his superior stamina and strength. Walker essentially has abilities that are extremely similar to Steve Rogers. He has enhanced stamina, agility, reflexes, and durability, with super strength that is above that of Steve Rogers. When the terrorist warhead threatens to detonate a nuclear weapon on top of the Washington Monument, Ethan Thurm sends in Super Patriot, who kills Warhead with a throwing star. This high-profile victory makes him an instant celebrity. This fame brought him to the attention of Valerie Cooper, who was an advisor to the president. Steve Rogers then steps down as Captain America after refusing to report to the Commission on Superhero Activities. Think the Sokovia Accords or the Superhero Registration Act before Civil War was a thing. It is Valerie Cooper who suggests that John Walker takes over the role of Captain America. Now, in having John Walker take over the role of Captain America, Gruenwald states that he was hoping to better define what Captain America the concept is, by seeing someone trying to live up to it, trying to grasp all the facets of the concept. Walker soon developed a following of his own, with Gruenwald admitting that his best-selling cover of the comic was number 321, which had an image of Captain America shooting a firearm, and that this resulted in many fans wanting him to Rambo-ize Cap, and make him more like the Punisher or Wolverine. Gruenwald considered this a violation of the character's principles, so he decided that he would give the fans what they wanted, but that it couldn't be Steve Rogers. Walker took over the mantle of Captain America, with Lamar Hoskins joining him as Bucky. Hoskins changes his name to Battlestar, and truly becomes an equal partner to Walker. When Walker becomes Captain America, he is trained by a group of highly skilled individuals to try and get on par with Steve Rogers. These people include the Freedom Force, the Guardsmen, and the Taskmaster, who mainly focused on training Walker to use the shield. The new Captain America's first mission would be against the Watchdogs militia group. The more time Walker spent as Captain America, the less extreme he became. It was almost as if the importance of the suit and shield saw him trying to emulate the ethics of the man he began his career ridiculing. However, even though his morals were shifting, he was still a lot more violent and aggressive than his predecessor. Jerome Johnson and Hector Lennox would go on to become the characters left-winger and right-winger, and they would publicly reveal John Walker's identity, leading to the Watchdogs killing his parents. This incident drives Walker closer to a mental breakdown, particularly when the Commission orders him not to step out of line in the future, resulting in him missing his parents' funeral due to his responsibilities. Walker retaliated by killing most of the Watchdogs. He then captured left-winger and right-winger and used his old torch sword to ignite explosives they were strapped to, leaving them horribly burnt and in comas. Eventually, the Red Skull would manipulate Walker into confronting the man he replaced, Steve Rogers, who at the time was going by the name The Captain. Walker was eventually stopped by Rogers, and the two confronted the Red Skull, who had been manipulating the Commission and Walker to an extent to paint Captain America in a bad light. After this, Walker was deemed unworthy of being Captain America, with Steve Rogers taking back the mantle. Walker would fake his death, having his memories altered, think his parents were still alive, and he would adopt the identity U.S. Agent. As the U.S. Agent, he continued to work for the Commission, with his first objective being to take down the Ironmonger as a test. He later was placed on the West Coast Avengers as a watchdog for the Commission. During this time, Walker would constantly come into conflict with his peers, and on one occasion, him and Hawkeye had an aggressive battle that saw both men suspended from the team. He would also almost kill the Julia Carpenter incarnation of Spider-Woman, collapsing in grief before delivering the killing blow. His violent history has caught up to him, and he vowed to never kill again. U.S. Agent would continue to be featured in the West Coast Avenger book for the rest of its run, and he was even given his own miniseries that saw him deal with the Scourge of the Underworld, which he eventually finds out is not one person, but an organization of people using the identity. During his time with the West Coast Avengers, he was even featured in the Infinity War storyline, in which he was part of the team that remained on Earth to protect it against Magnus' waves of superhuman doppelgangers. He would later rescue his former partner Battlestar from the Power Broker and reconcile with him. John also learned that his memories had been altered and that his parents were actually dead. At one point, U.S. Agent, along with fellow replacement heroes Thunderstrike and War Machine, were manipulated into battling the heroes who had inspired them, Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man, by the time-traveling villainess Terminatrix, before putting their differences aside to team up against their common foe. When the West Coast Avengers dissolved, Walker threw his costume and shield into the Hudson River. Tony Stark was looking to form a new team, known as Force Works, and attempts to recruit John. However, he is initially reluctant to join. Scarlet Witch later persuaded him to join, as she believed John was the team's backbone. He would go on to wear a new suit with an energy shield that were both created for him by Tony Stark himself. Walker would go on to work for the Commission again as part of the STARS organization, the Superhuman Tactical Activities Response Squad, set up by Valerie Cooper. He would act as their representative and marshal. He then found himself as a member of the newly formed Invaders team, where he changed his look to appear more like Captain America, and even demanded to be called by that name. After that team disbanded, Walker would find himself a part of the Mighty Avengers. During the Siege event in Marvel Comics, U.S. Agent and the rest of the Mighty Avengers are sent to stop Norman Osborn's Thunderbolts from acquiring Odin's Spear. After defeating the Thunderbolts in battle, Nuke uses the spear to sever U.S. Agent's left arm and leg. He then retired from active duty and was fitted with a metal hook for a prosthetic arm, refusing better prosthetics to avoid becoming a cyborg like Nuke. At this time, he would become the warden of the supervillain prison, The Raft. During a mission to return the Dark Avengers back to prison, Walker is bonded with a Venom symbiote from an alternate world that had its higher brain function removed, which allowed his lost limbs to be restored. This allowed Walker to return to active duty and become a U.S. agent once again. One of his most recent appearances saw John Walker confront Sam Wilson on behalf of the U.S. government and Steve Rogers, who was secretly Hydra Cap at the time. No matter where he is, or what the situation may be, John F. Walker is always ready to answer the call for his country. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you loved the video and want more spotlights, leave your comments below. Until next time, guys, catch you later.